All right, well, this video is long overdue. It is going to be I think it's part 3 at this point of the ST restoration refurb series. This is going to be the final part for now, just because I've got it to the point where pretty sure everything is working, and I'll show you guys in a little bit. But I want to do a little bit more research and things like that, and acquire some more accessories, both legacy and modern, in order to improve the experience even further. But yeah, I mean, you know, there's a Gotek hooked up. I've got my little handmade VGA cable there. Mouse is connected using a Genesis extension cable because the adapter I have has those little wings on the end of the DB connector, and it just won't fit. So I used the extension from that. Back here is a copy of Wayne Gretzky hockey, and if you saw my short, you already know all about that. And then, of course, the janky power supply that I made, and I will cover that as well. But let me get this turned on and plugged in and show you guys what I've discovered. And as you can see, got the Geos desktop up and running. Floppy disk, I just got a blank image in there right now, so it's not going to show anything. But I can switch. Let me see. Go ahead and load that up instead. And I just copied over, I think it's called desktop accessories. I haven't been able to get them completely to work, but I don't know how they work. I don't know if they're supposed to be little applets or if they need a different program to run first. Since I'm still new to all of this. But I do believe, let me see. Yeah, no, this did not have the applets. There was another disc that had some stuff on there. But like I said, I'm still learning all of this. Try a different image here. This app called First Word. I'm guessing, you know, just by the description, I guessed it was a word processing software, and it is. The odd thing about it, though, is that there's seemingly no way to create a new document. Like, there's no file new, for example. I kind of have to just open up an existing one. So I copied one, just renamed it as test. And as you can see, it is loading up as slow as a regular floppy disk would. But it does work. All of the keys work. Try that again. But yeah, everything works keyboard-wise, so I'm really happy about that. I'm glad I don't have to refurbish that any further, because that would be a huge pain. I hate working on keyboards. Yeah, we don't care about the changes. We're just going to go ahead and quit. The other thing I can do is set my preferences, and I can change the resolution to medium, which is going to make it kind of squished, but that's just how it is. So, although when I do that and it resets the desktop, I don't know why it opens up the A drive twice, but it does seem to do that. Could be a quirk of the operating system, I'm not sure. Could be a quirk of TOS. But here you can see system info. Everything seems to be in order. Again, I'm not sure what this does other than the fact that it just tells you what's here. So, as you can see, 68K, 8 megahertz, no co-processor. So that's nice to know that this might support a co-processor. I don't know if the 520 does, but who knows. Screen memory, 32,000 bytes. RAM, 512 kilobytes. So there's definitely upgrades you can do to the RAM. I think there's a 4 meg upgrade mod you can perform on here. Not sure if the CPU can be upgraded or not. I know you can probably swap in a 68010 since they are pin compatible with each other. I'm not sure if I'll do that or not. We'll see. And get in a little bit closer for you guys so you can read everything on screen. And of course, as you saw in my short or my TikTok, I've got Wayne Gretzky hockey. So I did demo that off. I'll include some of that footage here again as well. But yeah, I mean, overall, everything is working. Sound does work on here, but I don't have any speakers available other than this Bluetooth speaker here that does have an aux port on it. Unfortunately, when it's hooked up through aux, volume controls don't work for whatever reason, and it is very, very loud. And I don't know if there's a way to adjust the volume within the ST itself or within the individual applications or games or anything like that. So I don't want to demo that on video because it'll be really loud and distorted and won't sound right. I don't have any other free speakers at this moment that don't require a bunch of disassembly, and I'd rather not do that. Also, I just noted the trash can is labeled Amiga. Might have been one of the disk images I was cycling through. Not sure what that's about. Interesting. Anyway, I noticed that little quirk there. But yeah, so I just wanted to give you guys an update on this. It's going to be the last video on this for a little bit of time. I'm just glad that everything seems to be working. I know the keyboard's working, so I don't have to worry about doing any work on there. I've got the GoTech working with a floppy drive cable. So what I'm going to probably do is get a properly built cable. And I've even seen some of these little PCBs that you can just stick into the port in the back, plug, a regular cable into. Same thing with the video cable. I like the fact that I have this one and it's working and everything, and I can use it as a spare, but I'd rather have one that's built a little bit better. And again, there's another option where they have like a little breakout board where you can hook up VGA out. And I think they even have with a composite out, although it wouldn't work in here because there's no RF modulator. But I would like to get one of those adapters just to make it a much more of a clean look, as well as also getting probably a diagnostic cartridge so I can fully test the system, make sure everything is in fact working. Maybe get a better of a mouse adapter that'll just plug directly in. And I also want to look at getting some sort of a hard drive emulator solution, so something like a Satan or something like that. And I think maybe even Blue SCSI might work with a certain adapter, so I'll look into that. But once I have all of that assembled, then I will do another video on this. With regards to the power supply, as you can see, I started putting it together, but then I realized I might not actually have enough room in there for an IEC connector, power switch, and a fuse. So I might need to look for a new box anyway, like I was originally going to. So I'm going to look for a larger project box and transplant this power supply into it. So I was putting in a proper socket and all of that so that it's protected a little bit better than it currently is now, because right now there's no way for me to turn it off without unplugging it. So if that were to short out, the ST is going to be toast, unfortunately. So definitely want to get that going. I don't know if they make any third-party power supplies like they do for the Amiga and the Commodore 64. So I'll look into those in case they are available. But if not, then, building my own won't be that big of a deal since I've already got, all the hard parts done. So yeah, like I said, I didn't want to leave you guys hanging with an unfinished video, unfinished series. So this short little video here for you guys to know it's working, and I feel a lot more comfortable spending more money on it to properly deck it out. So if you guys have any suggestions or leads or anything like that on accessories, either original or modern, leave them down in the comments below. Otherwise, thanks all. I'll catch you later.